Hi, this is Deborah Fran Baker, Mama Deb. Welcome to this week's check-in. I did some arts and crafts this week, as I will show you as I go through it. Let's start with this week's daily. And here we see the arts and crafts. I was watching a video by At Home with Kita, link in the description box this time, and she was adding new dividers to her Frankenplanned Happy Planner, and it was really cool. It was sheets of acetate with the tabs cut out on top, and she put on sticker tabs to organize a planner. Now, those were for the Happy Planner, which is a very different size from my half sheet arc. So I did a little bit of do-it-yourself. I got some acetate sheets of 8.5 by 11. I cut them in half. I punched them for the Happy Planner. I punched them for my arc system. Then I took my normal sticky tabs, and these are Avery's, and I actually glued them to the acetate sheets because I noticed that the replaceable glue was not holding very well. And now I have permanent, let's call them placeholders, that I can use to switch over without having to move the tabs. I mean, I liked moving the tabs, but they were getting really gross in the stickiness because it just picked up things. I think this is going to be a much better solution. Anyway, that said, here's my current week of planning. First, here's the daily logs. As you note, I managed to do every day of the week. I'm pretty happy about that. It's Monday. I had to do a lot plus shopping. There's some work notes. I'm finding brief work notes have made a huge difference. The bringing back boots was because I decided to do a different day. The veggie bake, which came out amazing. Green beans, butternut squash, broccoli, and what else did I put in there? Oh, and potatoes. And I cut them up and I baked them, and I roasted them separately. Then I mixed them together, added some shredded cheese, and it was completely delicious. Did my timesheet, so on. I'm going to take this out because I'm going to do my daily sheets for next week, sewing a different section. Again, I managed to get through things. I brought back the books. These are crossed out because I thought that the UPS store that I was going to drop things off of was in the same area as Target, but turns out that the Target is in a shopping center with no parking lot. This is Brooklyn. I understand it, but it was still annoying. Visited a friends in rehab, two sisters. Terrible accident. Made a beef stir fry. Visited the sisters, like I said, with a friend. It all worked really well. We went on the ferry boat ride on Thursday. So on Thursday, we went on the ferry boat. This is what's left of a weekly meeting. It's become yearly. And due to illnesses and age and things like that, instead of having 25 people taking over a section of the of an upper deck, eating pizza and whatever else, it was 15 people chatting about the old times. And the guy who's basically our leader was with his wife, who had a cardiac event the night before. It just felt very weird and sad. Anyway, aging happens. There's very few children, and those children are not as Spanish as their parents. On Friday, I made gazpacho, came out delicious. I used my hand blender in a quart container, which is just the right size and shape, and with fresh yellow pepper and red onion and English cucumber, mostly ground up but not entirely, plus a can of whole tomatoes, mostly but not really totally pureed, mixed together with spices, including chipotle, which gave it a lovely smoky taste. And it was absolutely delicious. I still have a little bit left. Work notes, etc. Shabbos, the plan was just to go to shul. There was a lunch and learn. thought we'd be home for the afternoon, but turned out a friend of mine was giving a speech for the afternoon sessions, afternoon services. I don't normally go to the afternoon services, but, well, dear friend was giving a talk. Also, we have other events going on. This is why I'm not getting home on Saturday night until after 10 o'clock. Well, let's see. Today is Sunday. Let's see what I did today. Yad meeting. Yes, Yad Yarakasaka, which is my nonprofit group for disability in the Orthodox community. I did the pills. I'm back to the planner. I'm doing the vid now. Are we showering for beds? We are not. Okay. So, here is, see? Isn't it beautiful? I love this. Here's last week's plan. A timesheet. I mostly did this, but I was feeling ill these few days, so while I certainly did the no phones, or try to, when you end up sitting in the bathroom for a while, you take your phone with you, but it still helped. And I certainly took my shower every morning. I am very much enjoying taking morning showers, post the afternoon showers. I do take a second shower on Friday afternoon when I feel like setting the scene for Shabbos. I don't wash my hair, but I take the rest of it. All right, so that's pretty much done for the week. All right, and here is next week all ready to go. All right, so let's start with this. July 15th to 21. Let's take these out. July 15th to 21, 2019. Let's get the things. I still want to keep track of my blood glucose because I'm about to start a experiment, which is changing meds again. So I need to keep track of them if other things quiet down. I'm enjoying taking the showers. I'm enjoying having much more relaxed evenings, so that's going to continue. But it's a thing I want to keep track of. One of the reasons I fell off a certain bandwagon, I think, of doing a lot of stuff was because I was doing too much. But I want to get to a point where I'm comfortable at doing more things. Yes, even though it's Shabbat, and I'm not really allowed to use most electronics, blood glucose is something I should do. If only because it helped me keep track of my health. And that's a good enough reason. Seriously. All right, let's add some color to this. Okay, so now that I've gotten this prettied up, let's start scheduling things. Let me get my favorite pen to do that. All right, so Monday, since I didn't do it today, move car. Let's see, what else? Shop. Shopping list. Let's see. Let's open my monthly calendar, which should tell you something about what I need to do next month. Okay. Okay, that's good. Tuesday. Move car. Call Deb. All right, that's Wednesday. Trulicity, my med. I can't forget. Okay. More things will happen as the week goes on, but this is basically it this week. All right. Thursday is shopping and laundry, shopping, Shabbos prep, we're having a scholar in residence, so I'm going to go to both morning and afternoon services again. I think I have guests, but I'm going to make sure. And I believe I'm going to have guests. And Sunday is, I'm going to say, Sunday is special. Sunday is the fast of 17 Tammuz. Now, in actuality, Saturday is the 17th of Tammuz, but we do not fast on on Shabbat. We push it off one day. It's a minor fast. It's only from sunrise to sundown, and I don't observe it anyway. So I am actually going to be cooking and doing everything else, including making a vid. But it's something to remember because it is the beginning of the 3 weeks where we start observing certain mourning practices. For example, no haircuts, new clothing. These things give you joy after all. No weddings, and people avoid live music. I have reasons to try to avoid music in general. I'm not going to totally avoid it. That is, I'm going to watch TV and listen to news, etc. And if music comes on, whatever. But I'm not going to deliberately seek it out. Now, normally speaking, I only avoid live music. That is, music being played in the room or space where I am at that moment. However, I'm going to do a major violation during the 9 days. I know it. So, for totally irrational reasons, I'm going to avoid even recorded music if I possibly can. It makes me feel a little bit better. All right, I'm going to put bed for the task. All right, let's do the meal planning. In pencil as usual. So, minestrone with beef on Monday. And as my husband's Tuesday night class is over for the summer, also for Tuesday. I may do something light. I think I'll do something light like a tofu stir fry. On Wednesday, Thursday should be fish. Friday, I'm planning on making turkey and sweet potatoes. And if I have the guests I think I'm going to have, it's going to be turkey, veg, cholent, kugel, etc. Sunday is, as usual, whatever. And that is my planning for the week. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week. Plus, after that, I'm going to do a special planning for a week of vegetarian cooking. Thank you very much.